Look at a map of the world. You see a colourful patchwork of countries, each with its own shape and size. These lines on the map represent political divisions, separating nations and their people. But have you ever wondered why these lines exist at all? Why isn't the world just one big country? It's a story woven from the threads of history, culture, politics and geography. Understanding why the world is divided is essential for comprehending global affairs. This essay will explore the key factors that have contributed to the world's political fragmentation. History is a powerful force that continues to shape the world today. The boundaries of many modern nations are directly inherited from past empires. The Roman Empire, for example, left its mark on Europe, influencing language, law and political structures. Similarly, the Mongol Empire's vast reach across Asia left a lasting legacy on the regions it conquered. Wars and conquests have repeatedly redrawn the map of the world. Victors imposed their rule, carved up territories and established new political entities. Colonialism, a particularly brutal chapter in human history, played a significant role in dividing the world. The legacy of colonialism continues to cast a long shadow on the world, contributing to political instability and economic inequality. Culture is a powerful unifying force. It binds people together through shared values, traditions, and a sense of belonging. Language, a cornerstone of culture, has often played a role in the formation of nations. People who speak the same language often share common cultural references, historical narratives, and ways of life. Religion, too, has been a significant factor in shaping political boundaries. Throughout history, shared faith has united people under common beliefs and practices. Conversely, religious differences have also fueled conflicts and divisions. The partition of India and Pakistan in 1947, largely along religious lines, exemplifies how faith can redraw political maps. Ethnic groups, with their shared ancestry, language and cultural practices, have also sought self-determination and political recognition. The desire for cultural preservation and autonomy has driven movements for independence and self-rule. Geography, the lay of the land, and the distribution of resources has played a fundamental role in shaping political boundaries. Mountains, rivers and oceans have served as natural barriers, dividing populations and influencing the development of distinct cultures and political entities. Mountain ranges, for example, often serve as natural frontiers. Rivers, while sometimes seen as connectors, can also act as dividing lines. Oceans and seas, while facilitating trade and cultural exchange, can also isolate populations, fostering distinct identities and political structures. Geography's impact extends beyond natural boundaries. The distribution of natural resources such as fertile land, water and mineral deposits has also influenced the rise and fall of civilizations and the drawing of political boundaries. The desire for self-determination, the right of a people to freely determine their own political status and govern themselves, has been a powerful force in shaping the world. Throughout history, groups have fought for independence, seeking to break free from colonial rule, oppressive regimes, or foreign domination. The principle of sovereignty, the exclusive right of a state to govern its territory and people free from external interference, is central to the modern nation-state system. Administrative efficiency also plays a role in the division of large territories into smaller units, like states or provinces. Governing vast and diverse populations can be challenging. Decentralizing power to regional or local authorities can improve governance, make it more responsive to local needs, and reduce administrative burdens. The ongoing struggle for self-determination in various parts of the world highlights the enduring power of this concept. Economic factors have always been intertwined with political divisions. Trade routes, access to resources, and economic disparities have all influenced the drawing of borders and the relationships between nations. Historically, control over strategic trade routes such as the Silk Road and spice routes brought immense wealth and power. Nations and empires vied for control of these routes, leading to conflicts, alliances, and the redrawing of boundaries. The Industrial Revolution further intensified the relationship between economics and political divisions. Industrialized nations sought access to raw materials and new markets for their manufactured goods. Economic disparities between nations and regions can also contribute to political instability and conflict. Uneven economic development, poverty and lack of opportunities can fuel resentment, instability and even violence. In today's globalized world, economic interdependence is more pronounced than ever before. Sometimes geography doesn't just influence borders, it dictates them. This is especially true in regions with harsh environments or limited resources, where survival itself depends on controlling vital resources or strategic locations. Take the Middle East, for example. The scarcity of water in this arid region has made control over rivers and oases a matter of life and death for millennia. Political boundaries often follow these water sources, reflecting the critical importance of this precious resource. Similarly, in mountainous regions like the Himalayas, valleys and passes become natural choke points. Control over these strategic locations often determines trade routes, military access and political dominance. Even the vastness of the ocean can lead to unique geographical divisions. The 20th century witnessed a wave of decolonization as nations across Asia, Africa and the Caribbean fought for and won their independence. However, the legacy of colonialism continues to shape the world in profound ways. Many of the borders imposed by colonial powers were arbitrary, drawn with little regard for existing ethnic, cultural or religious divisions. This has led to ongoing conflicts and instability in many post-colonial nations as different groups struggle for power and resources within artificial boundaries. Colonialism also left behind systems of governance, education and infrastructure that were often ill-suited to the needs and aspirations of newly independent nations. Overcoming these legacies and building equitable and sustainable societies remains a challenge for many post-colonial countries. Despite these challenges, many post-colonial nations have made remarkable progress in building democratic institutions, diversifying their economies and asserting their place on the world stage. The creation of the United Nations after World War II marked a significant step towards greater international cooperation. The UN and other international organizations play a crucial role in mediating disputes, promoting human rights, and addressing global challenges such as poverty, climate change and disease. These organizations provide a forum for dialogue and cooperation between nations, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for addressing global issues. While their power to enforce decisions is limited, they play a vital role in shaping international norms, promoting peaceful resolution of conflicts and providing humanitarian assistance. The European Union, a unique political and economic union, demonstrates how nations can choose to pool their sovereignty in pursuit of shared goals. Despite these efforts, the world remains divided by national interests, power imbalances, and ideological differences. The division of the world into nations is a complex and ever-evolving phenomenon. From the earliest civilizations to the modern nation-state system, humans have organized themselves into groups, competed for resources, and sought to govern themselves. We've explored how history, culture, politics, and geography have all played a role in shaping the world's political map. The lines on the map may seem static, but the world is in constant flux. Understanding the forces that have shaped the world is essential for navigating the complexities of global affairs. By recognizing our shared humanity and the interconnectedness of our world, we can work together to build a more just, peaceful, and sustainable future for all.